Hey there! So I thought it would be easier to show you what I've done to my board rather than try to describe everything in writing. So I've taken the battery and the front truck off this board here, and let me zoom in real quick to show you some detail. Alright, so at the very top underneath the accessory cable you'll see this big thick piece of foam. That foam is put on the board by Boosted. There's another piece of foam that came on my board as well, and I can't guarantee it's on your board as well, simply because I took this board in for service once I discovered the problem. So Boosted may have added this, but right when this black tape here in the channel ends, you'll see that there's a small amount of foam in the bottom of this channel. That's always been there for me. I'm not sure if Boosted added that, so you may or may not have that. However, in between the thick piece of foam and the foam that's in the channel, you'll see that I've cut out a strip of foam and put it in myself. This is the product that I linked to you on Amazon. I think it's either the 1/16 inch thick or 1/8 of an inch thick. It might be the thinner. In any case, my theory was that I knew that this cable was definitely rattling in the channel. I knew that because I took the board outside and rode it without a battery attached to it, and when I held this cable in my hand there was no more rattling. So this is definitely the problem, and I assumed that there was just more cable exposed to the bottom of the board that was causing a rapid tapping and causing the rattling. So all I had said is, okay, I don't want any of this cable touching the wood or whatever material is on the bottom of this board. So all I said is, alright, I'm going to fill in the end of the channel and this little section until we get to the big thick foam with this adhesive foam. So as long as you do that, or I think you might have mentioned in your message that you were going to possibly wrap this cable with foam, I think either one of those methods will stop the rattling. Of course, this adhesive tape leaves a residue on it if you ever remove it, so I'm not sure you want to put it all over the cable, because that'll make you have a real sticky cable. To be honest, I really don't think Boosted is ever going to give us accessories to attach to that thing, but just in case, you might not want it super sticky. So that's the only thing I did. It's just 1.5 by maybe half-inch piece of adhesive foam here to completely solve the front rattle. And while I got the board here, I might as well show you what I did to the back. I'm not sure if you're also experiencing a rattle back here. Let me zoom in one more time. So you'll see I put a very similar sized piece of foam in between the motor cable and the deck in the back here on both sides. And when I put the motor cable into its clip, it sits on top of the foam rather than sitting on top of the deck, and that eliminates any rattle there as well. So I think the moral of this story here is just make sure all your cables have foam against them rather than wood, and there should be no rattle. So hope you fix your problem and find success.